Here we go with another vinyl finds. But first we're going to start it out with this. This is a flyer from a show at the House of Sound, Friday, December 17th, 1999. Kingman, Arizona, and it's for D.D. Ramone. So this is from when I went and saw D.D. Ramone in Kingman, Arizona. And here's the set list. And he sang a bunch of songs. He even sang Pet Sematary. Punishment Fits the Crime. What else did he sing that was kind of out of the ordinary? Nope. The rest were just basic Ramon stuff. Like Chinese Rocks, Cretin' Hop, Hop Around. I don't think that's a Ramon song. I think that's one of his. Anyway, this is the set list from this D.D. Ramone show a long time ago in Kingman, Arizona, and nobody went. Maybe me and 5 other people. I think that was it. Me and 5 other people showed up to see D.D. Ramone. All right. Here is Chilling, Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. It's a Disney record, sound effects, and it's fun to listen to. All right, come here, you. Now, let's get into, from Mystic Records, this is a band called Hey Taxi, and it's the I Hate Dogs 7-inch. And the reason why it's packaged like this is because it is, well, this paper thing is bigger than this thing. So to put it in a regular 7-inch protective sleeve, these have to be folded, which is the way it came. But I didn't want to do that, so I kind of made that thing so that they can stay kind of unfolded. And this thing on the inside says Caudry. There's 10 pink, 100 pink, made for the group, 1 for you. So this is a record that I guess was supposed to go to one of the band members of a old Los Angeles band, I think from the late 70s, called Hey Taxi. The other songs on this thing are War is Hell and Queen Bee. But this is a Mystic Records type situation. The song I Hate Dogs, it could be catchier. This is what the little record looks like. And War is Hell, Queen Bee, they're okay. This is an okay record. It's worth what I paid for it. So there you have it. Hey Taxi, which is a band I never heard of. And they're singing I Hate Dogs. And that is the way it'll be stored. Okay. Now, I've shown this one before. This is Paul Leary from the Butthole Surfers. This record is called Born Stupid. And it's really funny and entertaining. It's a good record. Definitely worth picking up, and it shouldn't be too expensive. Strange is what it is. But it's a fun strange. Kind of like a light, silly, very strange record. Okay, now, this is Paul Leary, The History of Dogs. And this record came out in 1991, and I remember seeing it. Didn't have this cover. This is the revisited version of it. Mad Platter Records in Riverside, California on Whole Road. That's where I first saw this record, and I didn't buy it. I knew it was the Butthole Surfers guy, but I didn't purchase it. I really should have. This thing is very entertaining, except for the second to the last song. That one kind of drags on and on. But barring that, this thing's really, really fun to listen to. And here is a record that Paul Leary put out with his band, the Butthole Surfers. But this thing was put out in 93. So here is 91, here is 93, and man, you can hear this on this. Very much so. The guitar parts on this are extremely similar to the guitar parts on this album. So if you're digging this Butthole Surfers record, I promise you'll be digging The History of Dogs by Paul Leary. All right. What else have I got? No, I can't show that. But I can show this. This is Pookie and the Poodles versus the Primitive Hearts. Can't say much about the Primitive Hearts. But I can say a lot about Pookie and the Poodles, which they don't exist anymore. But I was lucky to go see him in fabulous Portland, Oregon. And 300 Bus, Killin' Time, and Dry Bone Twist are on this 7-inch, and every single one of those songs is the funnest thing you've ever heard. Okay, let's keep on trucking with Pookie and the Poodles. Oh, before I forget, with that I Hate Dogs record came this 7-inch, The Instigators. They're a band from England from, I guess, early 80s, late 70s. And it's okay. It came with it free. All right, here we go. This is Pookie and the Poodles, Young Adult. And here's the book that came with it. And wow, this one's great. This one is the best. Every song on this thing is great. So if you're into, I guess, No Bunny like punk rock with kind of a high-pitched feminine lead singing guy, Pookie and the Poodles will definitely satisfy. All right. And here's what the Young Adults record looks like. Very clear. All right, this is Pookie and the Poodles. The last thing I did as a teenager. It folds out into this, and let's check these songs out. They're all good. They are. All these songs are great on this fabulous can't stop listening to it type situation record. Yeah, that's it. It's one of those records where you just can't stop listening to that thing. And here's what the disco looks like for the last thing I did as a teenager. Okay, let's get into one or two more. Just one more. And it's this one, RCA Records. And it's music from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars, and A Few Dollars More. And it's okay. The problem with this thing is the theme to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the Ramones would play that before they'd go on, and it was like the whole song. But this thing doesn't have that whole song that you heard before the Ramones came on. It's like the first part of it is cut off. And that's too bad. I was hoping the whole song would be on this. But it was worth what I paid for it. There you go. Can't show that yet. And that's it. And a very, very frail Fear is going to be playing in September at a theater called the Magic Bag in Ferndale, and I bought a ticket, which they were kind of expensive. But it's just kind of sad to see leaving in the state that he's in now. He's very frail, very skinny. He's sick, doesn't even play the guitar anymore. But it's Fear just the same with the original drummer. All right, and the night before that, I'm going to see The Exploited down in Hamtramck, so it'll be an exciting 2 days. And tomorrow night, I'm going to go see Fen Fen again, and I'm also going to see The Skull Cult. So hopefully I'll get some great footage from that. All right, that's been this Vinyl Finds thing, and remember, this is a precursor to Independent Worm Saloon. The History of Dogs by Paul Leary.